Skip pass far side, Nowak back up top, Shockey ready, three in the hole. Trap from midcourt has produced the steal. O'Brien up ahead to Kittel, who throws it down. Trying to make it potentially a one-possession game. Up and under Pacey's. Titans by 6, Pinkerton trying to hurry. Three-pointer up and in! 15 is within 8. Politi for 3. Yes, sir. Up, no good, side iron. Offensive rebound, Rosatana. Back up and in off the glass. Now a steal by Infante. Infante to the cup. That's what Pinkerton right there. Force one here. Up the chin, who throws it down. McGeady drives, Strand open. Three-pointer up and in. Wow. And sophomore's got Dover within 5. Sawd's three is going to beat the buzzer. Up looks for a screen. Trying to find Bono. Pike with the steal. Pike is going to run out the clock. Well, hello everyone, and welcome here to Bedford. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. The Keene Blackbirds and the Bedford Bulldogs squaring off here on the final Friday night in January. Two teams in Division I that at this point are starting to think a little bit more about playoff seeding, with the tournament now a little more than a month away. Bedford, they've gotten off to a terrific start under head coach Frank Moreno. They come in with a 1-2-3-4 5-game win streak on the line, looking to extend that to 6. They won 4 in a row, of course, out of the gate before suffering their lone loss earlier this month at Nashua North. So all in all, 9-1 for the Bulldogs, and perhaps playing some of their best basketball of the season. Meanwhile, on the other side, Keene comes in fresh off the hour-long bus ride, riding a 4-game losing streak. They lost 3 of their first 5, and have since again lost 4 in a row. The silver lining is that, Justin, they've been playing some pretty good basketball against pretty good teams.
Absolutely.
Giving some of the top Division I programs a run for their money.
Well, I kind of did a little research at home, kind of like you did, and they've only lost to everyone by an average of 5 points a game. And that means they've stayed close. Like you said, stayed close to everyone. If I recall, the first night when Trinity played Bedford that we called the game, you were on the phone checking scores, and they were ahead in a game which I think they eventually lost, but you were shocked. We were both shocked that the team they were playing, they were ahead.
Yeah.
And they lost. But they've been playing well, so we hope tonight that they can manage to keep this game close, only because Bedford's been managed to win games by an average of 21 points a game. So it's an interesting dichotomy there between the two.
Yeah, I think the contrast, the styles perhaps tonight in terms of tempo. Bedford, we know, likes to get up and down the floor, and Keene perhaps better served to quote-unquote slow it down. You take a look at the Blackbirds, a 2-point loss opening night against a good Merrimack team. They respond with a 15-point win over Bishop Girton. The Cardinals, of course, have a winning record. They took Trinity on the road down to the wire before losing to the defending champs 60-56. Another close loss against Concord, 53-48. And then a brutal run here after a win over Londonderry North. Pinkerton, who's undefeated. Central, who's getting hot. And Goffstown, who was a Final Four participant last year.
Shockingly, though, Goffstown, not playing very well right now. Bedford obliterated them in the last game, I believe, by a huge score.
Yeah, Bulldogs coming off a big win over their next-door neighbor.
73-38.
Yeah.
So and I'm hoping that maybe some players were missing from Goffstown.
Well, Goffstown, as we know,
perhaps.
Yeah, they've been dealing with a host of issues, including a transfer. One of their best players from a year ago is now, of course, a Bedford Bulldog, and that's Aiden O'Connor, the senior forward, who's getting set to join his teammates on the floor here as we're getting set for the starting lineups. And I believe the national anthem coming up in just a few moments, so we'll step aside And when we come back, game time here in Bedford. Keene and Bedford, two teams looking to square off, so to speak, at the midway point of the season. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
Well, there it is, the national anthem here at Bedford High School, setting the tone as we get set for game time here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Keene looking to turn around a 4-game skid and capture their third victory of the season. Under head coach, of course, Ray Boulay, and Bedford on the other side looking to keep it rolling as they've won now 5 in a row. Our officials tonight, it's a 2-man crew. Antoine Thomas and Rick Wilhelmi, 2 veterans. The game in good hands tonight. Coach Moreno on his feet at the end of the Bedford bench. And, of course, Coach Boulay now with the jacket off, pacing the Keene sidelines.
I find it interesting that the NHIAA has 2 officials throughout the year, And then when the playoffs come around, they end up going to 3. I've always found that to be difficult when I was coaching, just simply because you play one way with 2 officials, and some things you can kind of let go and you don't have to worry about so much. And other times, though, when you have 3 officials, it kind of changes the way you defend sometimes, you know.
A little looser maybe with 2.
Yeah, it's a different game. With 3 officials, it's a little bit more tightly called, obviously.
Bedford's going to win the tip. Bulldogs opening up in white, operating right to left. Keene going to open up at a man-to-man here. Blackbirds have made a living defensively here, trying to keep the opponent in the 50s or 60s. That's a 3, in and out for Soden. The rebound goes to Keene. And we get a look at Javon Messiah, sophomore guard. A 3-guard set here for Coach Boulay. First shot off the rim. Offensive rebound near side. That's Luke Millay.
Yeah, that's a good rebound.
And he goes in off the glass. Keene strikes first. Bedford goes quickly up the floor. A shot there, no good for Sean Toscano. The senior got the step, but could not capitalize, and Keene with the ball in a 2-point lead. I
don't know if necessarily Keene's going to slow it down. They got a quick shot off initially there with a 3-pointer in the corner. Let's see if they do slow it down on offense just a little bit. I think I would. If I was playing Bedford right now, I'd slow it down.
And taking the time here. Bedford opening up, meanwhile, in the defensive man-to-man look. They'll switch that throughout the course of the game. There's a baseline, Jay. That's Ben Hertzler. Senior with a good look there from about 10 feet, and Bedford turns it over.
A little pressure. Keene applying a little pressure, trying to trap the ball handler, which is a good idea. I think you can slow down Bedford a little bit because they do tend to attack quickly.
Going to get a zone press here after the whistle.
I was curious about the press today and to see if it had improved from Trinity. They slowed down Trinity quite a bit and see if it's gotten better, which you expect it will.
It's a 2-2-1 look. Keene going to go up the sideline with a pass. Hertzler now in trouble. Trapped on the wing, goes up top. Open look for 3. That one too strong.
It's a good trap.
For Messiah.
Good trap on that press.
O'Connell the other way. A power move in the lane. Left-hand jumper rolls in. That's Aiden O'Connell, the aforementioned senior. First-year player with Bedford. Transferred in the offseason from Goffstown, and he's been a coach's dream here early on. Meanwhile, 3-pointer is blocked in the corner, and it's off the fingertips of the shooter. Hertzler could not contain.
Pump fake, right? We need the pump fake in the corner. Good defensive play by O'Connell. The younger O'Connell.
Yeah, we're gonna see from both these O'Connells. You got Brady, the sophomore guard, cousin of Aiden, the senior.
That's right.
Here's a good move and a good take. Soden's going to draw a foul near the rim and head to the free throw line. Luke, the junior, one of 3 guys who can really go for 20 at any given night with this Bulldog roster.
I agree. They do have some scorers. Defensively on that play, you kind of watch it again. He had his hands straight up, which is what he was talking about, but you got to be kind of have your feet on the floor, right? He did a good job getting there. Almost got their feet on the floor. Boom, would have been a good play. That's
Christian Hennessy, by the way. They call him Fitch.
The Fitch. Oh, I like that. Fitch.
So Fitch Hennessy with his first foul and the game's first foul either way. 2 for 2 trip there for Luke Soden.
Costly turnover. Nobody got open.
Yeah.
You could tell Fitch, who took the ball out, was waiting for his teammates to screen or move, and nobody moved in that particular possession. So we'll see what happens the next possession if they adjust.
First turnover for the Blackbirds. 4-4 here, 2 minutes in. O'Connell wants to operate up top. Going to lower that shoulder into the post, turn to his left. Left it a little bit short off the front iron. Messiah had it. It's poked away. And they're going to say last touch by Bedford.
I think he got hit. He got hit on the arm. It looked like maybe the official missed it from that angle. He's been more aggressive in this game than he was the first game you and I saw him against Trinity.
Yeah, he's looked to slash here early on.
Much more aggressive and looking to score early.
3-pointer, Messiah from the wing. Too strong. Weak side rebound for Caden Brown. Soden up and under. Count it. And the foul. Luke Soden showing the ability to control the body despite the contact. Took it on the wrist, still gets it off the glass, and now a chance for one more.
Now, if you're going to foul, in that case, if you're going to foul, you got to make sure he doesn't make the shot. So I'm sure coach will probably talk to him and let him know, hey, next time you foul him on that, make sure he doesn't make the shot.
Hertzler, his first. He's going to head Massey is going to head to the sideline for Keene. Free throw is good. 5 early points for Luke Soden. Bedford's got a 7-4 lead. Keene's Isaac Nelson, a junior guard, is in for the first time. Three-pointer near wing. That's Malay.
Wow.
Able to knock it down.
Didn't see that. Wide open. Didn't see the big man necessarily shooting threes. That's a nice shot.
It's his second field goal. His first from deep. He's got 5 points. Bedford survives the press with now 3 minutes gone. The game tied at 7, and we have an offensive foul.
Yeah, bad screen. Bad screen.
Toscano, no argument from the senior, may have leaned a little bit. That'll give Keene the ball.
See if Keene last time got open quickly. Let's see if they get open. The middle's open on the press, so if Keene can see that, they might be able to attack the press, and Bedford will have to adjust.
It's a 2-2-1. Nelson tried to split it with the dribble and lost the basketball. Soden across the lane. O'Connell can't bank it. Soden's second try is good. Goes off the glass.
It's a good rebound. Good rebound inside.
9-7 Bedford.
And attack the middle of the press.
Brown gets a hand on it, slaps it out of bounds. Coach Moreno will go to the bench for the first time. We get a look at Austin Kazajanski, junior forward. He's going to come on for the first time. We have not seen him here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire.
Yeah, I don't think he was out.
He's been in and out of the lineup.
He was out with an ankle injury our first game, I believe.
Yep, first 2 games he missed that we did, so good to see him back and in the lineup tonight. Timeout on the floor. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in Bedford and Londonderry. Home auto business. Beals Insurance. Get you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. By MG Sports Fundraising. Fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising is the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair. It's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty. 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the seacoast. Visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawks. Showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com. Also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally by Spectrum Monthly. Powerful local advertising solutions. Find out more at SpectrumMonthly.com. Out of the timeout. Bedford going to get another steal, and Brown gets a coast-to-coast layup. Caden Brown able to pick the pocket for his second steal. Keene has committed now 4 turnovers.
Bedford's press has improved dramatically. I don't think Keene's attacking it quite the way they'd like to. I think we talked about this before. If you attack the middle of a press, once you get it to the middle,
Meanwhile, this pass went
broken up.
Nearly out of bounds. It actually hit the official's leg. We're going to play on here. Keene may have caught a break. Nelson tiptoes the baseline and stepped out.
Oh, they tried to go baseline. They had to get the right idea, go baseline, and maybe you get a cutter right to the basket. Just didn't get there. Stepped out of bounds. So now we got a, what do we have here? 1-2-2. 1-2-2 full court press. Let's see if they try and trap early.
A little bit of a press chess match in this first quarter as we're past the midway point. Bedford a 4-point lead. Aiden O'Connell makes it 6.
Easy. That's way too easy.
That's Brady. Excuse me. A nice finish near the rim. Keene, meanwhile, breaks the press. Hertzler goes to the rim, but just can't cash in.
Wow,
Kept
nice
alive. Hennessy with it. Hennessy goes up strong for 2.
Good play. Good play. And you know what? Hertzler didn't give up on the play.
Kazajanski, a quick runner. Can't get it. Rebound from Malay, and Keene going to take a breath here in the front court. We hit the 3-minute mark. Coach Boulay calls out the play. Keene trying to make it a 1-possession game. Hertzler draws a foul.
Little reach, stuck his hand in the wrong spot.
It'll be the second team foul against Bedford. Coach Moreno going to dig deeper into the roster here. Sophomore guard Nico Badadian going to come on and give Brown his first break.
I don't think we've seen him yet either. He was out the last time as well.
This ball is lobbed inside. Malay trying to clear some room for himself.
Got away with a big forearm.
Goes up underneath. Second try, no. Third try, stripped. And a foul here in the backcourt. No, ball out of bounds and turned over.
Ball.
Excuse me.
Big fella got away with a couple pushes. Offensive foul. Stuck his arm out. Thought he should have made the 2-footer, but I think maybe they didn't call it because of that clear out, that early foul, offensive foul. Maybe that's why he didn't get the break. on the other foul.
Well, you're taught to go up strong, right?
You are taught to go strong. Got to keep that other arm in, though, if you can, not stick it out too far.
Bouley's gotten off to a good start in this first quarter with 5 points and already 3 rebounds. He's calling for the ball inside. Instead, it's Nelson with a shot fake. Looks for a backdoor cutter, and the bounce pass is too strong. Back over to Bedford.
He had a size advantage inside, and I don't think he was in the right spot. You looked at where he wanted to throw the ball. He just wasn't in the right spot. If he got to the block, perhaps, find a side, not right in the middle, I think he would have been okay. He would have had maybe an easy basket.
Keene going to retreat here. Back into a half-court man, it looks like, as Coach Boulay again shuffles the deck. Inside, this is Lafferty who just came on. Dillon, the senior, is fouled.
Good block by Keene on the first one. Got him from behind, so that was a good block. Way to stay with it. Lafferty? Oh, the senior, Lafferty. Okay, he stayed with it. I don't recall him playing much in the first game either, so he is going deeper into his bench.
Yeah, Coach got a lot of different starting lineup combinations. Same thing last year. This one's good off the glass. We've seen Lafferty really in and out of the starting lineup for the last 3 seasons. Sophomore got time. Got time as a sophomore. Same thing last year as a junior. And already with a rebound, a free throw, a couple of free throws to his credits here in his first couple of seconds. So Bedford, their largest lead now at 15-9. So we come up on 2 minutes to go in this first quarter, and this ball is turned over. That Bedford press.
And it's really improved. I think they're doing a good job, and Keene's got to kind of maybe take a look, at least at halftime, and look at that, swing, cut to the middle. There's no cutters. There's nowhere else. All they're doing is going side to side. Bedford's doing a really good job keeping the ball out of the middle.
Bedford going to space it here. Now O'Connell on the attack. Inside out, Kazajanski. Coach Boulay thought he may have shuffled his feet.
I think he did too.
On the couch. Lafferty for 3. Back iron miss. Messiah back in the game.
Oh, got to carry it.
And got to carry it midcourt. Good rebound there in a crowd, but couldn't quite get a hold of the handle at midcourt. This one back over to Bedford.
I think he was going to pass that. He thought about passing it ahead. I think he looked ahead, thought there was one of his teammates ahead, but there was nobody there. He looked for orange. I think all he saw was white.
I like those orange uniforms.
Yeah, they stand out.
Unique.
Same color as the college.
I think orange is an underrated color.
Hey, listen, my college team was, when I went to JC, we were orange and black.
There you go.
Loved it. Loved it.
Soden down the lane. Contact. Offensive foul.
That's good defense. Good defense. Got his feet set. He was there. He's on the replay, perhaps.
Some of the Keene fans
leaned in a little bit, but...
Yep. They like it.
That's a
good crowd
call
here tonight as well. As we know, the Bedford students, they were going to show up. They're all in gray tonight.
They are.
Behind the baseline there, as you can see. To the left of the screen. And, of course, the Bedford parents. But the Keene folk have made the journey as well.
It's quite the hike.
And are over here on the near side with us. Yeah, about an hour. Solid hour. Meanwhile, this is a travel.
Yeah, the press is really giving Keene a hard time. I mean, it's 15-9, so it's not a big advantage at this point at all, but the press is killing them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's turnover number 9 here in this first quarter.
You cannot win with 9, so if they make that adjustment, the game's going to be even closer, I think.
Still only a 2-possession difference. Bedford trying to go high-low. Soden, count it, and 1. Another 3-point play opportunity for the junior. He's gotten off to a terrific start. His 3rd field goal. Now with 9 early points, he's the game's high scorer.
Good strong play inside. Moved the ball around. Kept it away from the defender.
Foul goes against Zach Whitney, the junior, his first. Keene with their 4th team foul. And Bedford's lead grows to 8 for the first time at 17-9. Meanwhile, ready to go. Our official, Rick Wilhelmi, had a question for the table. His free throw is good.
Rick Wilhelmi, a Goffstown guy, Park and Recreation Director, if I'm not mistaken. There's a steal.
Soden goes up strong again. Soden already in double figures now with 12. Keene is down 11. There's the middle.
There it is. What'd I say? Ball gets in the middle. Oh, got away with a double dribble. Real quick on that one. Ball goes to the middle. The press is in trouble. They did a good job finally, but there was chaos. Bedford's causing chaos on the the Owl sideline. The Keene. Oh no, they're not the Owls, right? They're the Blackbirds.
Yeah.
The Owls are the college, right?
That's
the Keene
right.
Owl, the Blackbirds
That's right.
and the Owls. Okay. Good
Strong
defense.
move there. Hennessy ran out of room. Toscano out of a cannon goes to the hole and scores. A coast-to-coast layup for the veteran Sean Toscano. Bedford on a roll here, and they almost force one more giveaway.
Wow, very close.
But Bedoyan is out of bounds.
I mean, maybe Coach Boulay is waiting for the quarter to end. I might want to call timeout just to make a little adjustment. Say, hey, guys, let's slow down a little bit. Take your time. You got 10 seconds. Take your time. Pass the ball. Look to the middle and sideline. So at the middle now we have two sidelines that are open as well.
20
middle,
seconds,
sideline.
I think. Yep. And
too much
Hertzler
dribbling.
got it poked away from behind. Bedoyan up ahead. Soden another layup.
Soden's on fire.
Final 10 seconds. Toscano tips it away.
Oh, that's great ball movement.
And he's got one more.
Great ball movement. Oh, he's going to call timeout with 4.8 to go.
Yeah, Coach Boulay can't wait any longer. Less than
take it.
5 seconds remaining first quarter, and Coach is upset.
So we have a combination of poor ball handling right now versus intense pressure. They're taking advantage of the ball handling, lack of ball handling, and getting easy baskets. He's got 2 easy baskets on steals right there in a row.
And a great pass.
Oh,
A
fantastic.
couple of great passes leads to another Toscano layup.
All of a sudden, it's 26-9.
Right.
It was 15-9 a minute ago.
An 11-0 run, right, in the last 90 or so seconds.
Wow.
And Bedford, well, we know that they're explosive. I mean, they've been over 80 a few times.
Yeah, they beat Portsmouth 83-54.
Their last time out, right, back
that's a
on
tough
Tuesday.
one. Portsmouth is always tough.
Set the tone, I think, opening night against Manchester Central by putting up 91 on the board.
That's right.
In that horse race of a game. 91-75 was that final, but totals of 68 against Trinity, 77 on the road at Wyndham,
Yeah,
88 against Londonderry,
Oh.
82 in a win over Exeter, 82 again at Concord, 83 against Memorial, 73 in the Goffstown win, and as you mentioned, Tuesday night, 83-54 was the final at Portsmouth.
That's a lot of points.
A lot of points for this 9-1 team, looking for their 6th in a row tonight if they can get it done on their home floor. Final few seconds. Keene is going to run out the clock. And that's going to do it
There's
for the first quarter.
Too much dribbling right now, Nick. The Keene is instead of passing the ball and trying to get the ball down the floor that way, too much dribbling, not enough of the bounce pass. Look down the sideline. Just kind of see where if there's things there that are open.
Yeah.
They just have to be smarter, I think.
Coach Boulay, I think, addressing that right now.
Yeah,
we'll take a break, come back, second quarter. Blackbirds trying to figure it out. On the other side, you are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, 26-9. Bedford, over the last 2 minutes of the first quarter, they go on an 11-0 run to stretch this to a 17-point lead to begin the second quarter. That is now trimmed to 14 after Noah Pellerin got a good look from straight away. A three-pointer makes it 26-12.
4 bench players in right now for Keene and 1 starter left on the floor. Coach Boulay was not too happy, I think, with his starters, how his starters were performing. So he's given the substitutes a bit of run here today. A little bit of run for the subs.
Yeah, an opportunity here. Jump shot too strong there. That's Jack Reindow. Aiden O'Connell, 2 big steps the other way. Can't get the layup.
He's really attacking the basket.
Raindow, his second rebound for Keene. Blackbirds with now a minute gone by, second quarter. Trying to pull it out here and take a collective breath. They trail 26-12.
Yeah, Javon Messiah out there is the only starter left on that turnover.
Great steal. O'Connell wants to dunk this one, and the foul. Well, you could see his eyes were on the rim as he gained thunder going down the lane. O'Connell showing off the athleticism, gets the flush and the foul. And a chance for one more.
Strong play, good left-handed dunk, hung on to it. He got it, didn't hit him too hard, but he fouled him. He was able to hang on. So that's a really strong play by the older senior O'Connell. Oh, Goffstown's missing him right now desperately, aren't they?
Brought the Grizzlies to the championship round and went toe-to-toe with Trinity in the championship game before the Pioneers came away with a 1-point win. Here's a steal. It's Brady O'Connell, a 3-on-2, a spin move for the sophomore, bank shot, and the foul.
Good. There's that spin move. We so many times he used that against Trinity effectively. I like to see it again with a nice finish at the rim.
Great footwork. O'Connell, of course, his older brother graduated last season, was a part of the program. Father and uncle played at the college level. It's a basketball theme.
Indeed.
For sure, with that family. And Brady, the sophomore, at 29 when we saw him here in December.
He was great.
In the win over Trinity.
Yeah, against Trinity, he was great. Handled the ball, took a lot of shots, took a lot more shots in that game than he has in this game so far.
Yeah.
He hasn't had to shoot very many here. A lot of steals, turnovers.
Soden wants one of his own, going to miss that one. O'Connell goes right back to him off the board, and he gets a layup.
Good
this time with the left hand. Yeah.
Good left hand for him. Another turnover. That's a travel and a turnover. Oh, he'll carry. Yeah, Keene, I think now with this. Okay, so what's your take here? The subs are in. That's an entire group of subs now. No starter on the floor right now for Keene.
Yeah.
Right? So are you looking to just get better and work on your subs getting better because your starters weren't handling the press very well?
Backdoor O'Connell!
Another
The
one.
alley-oop has got everybody going bananas over there in the Bedford student section.
The two-hand catch, alley-oop dunk.
The pass from his cousin was on the money.
It was. We got to get a replay. We did. A good replay. Maybe we can see it one more time in our control booth back in the studio.
Keene's going to call a timeout here.
Oh, you have to out there. You have to. Here
Bedford
it is one more
opening
time.
up a 22-point lead, and again, a gorgeous feed.
Good
O'Connell,
lob.
his second dunk of this first half. Hangs on the rim.
Little too long, Nick. A little too long maybe for...
Well, you don't want to land on anybody, right?
Yeah, you don't. I know. NBA games, they're watching too many of those. But, yeah, he hung on a little bit too long. But, wow, that was great. That was the best dunk play I've seen in a long time here.
Yeah, it's been
in
a while.
the state. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal.
Quite a first
Love
half
it.
here. What a start for Bedford as they
love
took
it.
a 17-point lead with them into this second quarter. They've expanded that now to 26 by a score of 34-12. Of course, Bedford looking to continue their hot play as of late and capture their 6th win in a row, all in an effort to improve to 10-1. And again, this press has been very impressive.
It's troublesome. It's troublesome for Keene until
And
they
more
figure it out.
effective,
It's troublesome.
in your opinion, too, Justin, than when we saw it about a month ago.
It is. I think it's better than it was then.
Yeah.
It's much improved. I think you're also seeing a different kind of team. They're not quite as savvy with the ball. Like, Trinity was better with the ball, and so they were able to handle the press a little bit better. But it's improved dramatically.
Yeah.
They're getting steals. They're trapping. They're not
talking.
letting the ball go. Yeah, talking. Ball doesn't go to the middle. It hasn't been open very much. Look at the pressure. And they're just turning the ball over, making mistakes. So now he's going to bring the starters back in. I think he's had enough. At least.
And we're going to get Hennessy. We're going to get Nelson. We're going to get Malay. We're going to get Hertzler. And we're going to get Messiah, the starting 5, in a moment. We'll get another timeout here on the floor. This time, it's Bedford who's got something in mind. Coach Moreno down on one knee there with the clipboard. Looks like he's drawing up a play here with just over 2 minutes gone by in this second quarter. So back-to-back timeouts.
Well, I think if I'm Coach Moreno and my team is this far ahead, I can start kind of practicing some things that we've been working on. I can say, all right, maybe we'll back off with the press. Maybe we'll work on a half-court trap that we've been using. Maybe we'll, try a zone where we can trap against the, trap in the zone. Right. All kinds of different things you can do. Maybe you man press to see if you get some steals from the man press. Just find some things to practice, and you're going to get some subs in. Yeah. And some of the subs can do some things that they haven't done before. And
we know that he's got an extensive bag of tricks when it comes to the defensive part of the playbook, as Coach Moreno has been known to almost possession by possession switch up the look sometimes defensively. So there's, to your point, a lot that they can.
Yeah, you can do a lot in practice. And if you switch defenses a lot and your team can do that effectively, it's really hard on a team's offense, because you come down, you're like, okay, they're playing zone, you've made that adjustment, high school kids especially. You have to make the adjustment, and then you got to come down and make another one, and then another one, and you're back and forth, and it's really hard to do that. Adjustments are tough.
Toscano for 3 out of the timeout. Soden the offensive rebound and right-hand finish.
Wow, he's been really good tonight.
Putting up a monster first half here.
Yeah, outstanding first half. He's rebounding. He's gotten several steals, finishing at the rim.
He's got 15 points. Nelson's going to get 2 there.
Yeah, it's good to see Keene score again. That was nice. They got the ball down the floor, were able to score.
The junior in the paint, his first field goal, 36-14 here. Keene in this half-court man. O'Connell for 3, you bet.
He's got, I think, on a new level of confidence right now after those dunks.
That's Bedford's first from downtown, by the way.
Really?
All twos up until now.
Really?
As we get a turnover.
That's rare. These days, that's very rare.
Yeah. 3 minutes in here, second quarter. Bedford's been in the driver's seat the whole way.
Indeed they have.
As this lead continues to grow here, 39-14.
I think we thought early for a few minutes that Keene might hang around, and they were down with 5 or 6, and
the explosion came late in that first quarter.
You get a couple dunks, and all of a sudden your psyche is just destroyed. If you're Keene. It's tough to come back from that.
Good rebound here. Malay has held his own. That's Lucas Malay, his 4th rebound at 5 points in that first quarter. This is Whitney.
They're letting a lot of contact go. They're letting them bump.
Hertzler. Malay looks inside for Nelson, poke loose. O'Connell got a hand on it. Up the floor it goes to Soden, another good take.
There he is again. Now you just got to get back, too. Keene's got to get back on defense. I think they've just had the life sucked out of them right now. I think halftime they just need a little regroup and see if they can come back and play in the second half with a little more energy and some confidence, I think.
That one was tipped by the defender. And we'll stay with Bedford.
I think they got to go back and think about, they've been, like you said earlier, they've been close. Within 5 points, they're averaging 5 points a game in terms of, loss margin. Right. They got to go back in maybe at halftime and sort of go, okay, what do we have to do to kind of get back in the game?
Yeah.
We can get down to where it's in 5, 6, 7 points.
O'Connell, again, 2 big steps to the rim, couldn't get it. Soden, another offensive rebound and another putback.
That's strong like bull right there. Strong like bull.
That's at least 4 rebounds by my count. 3-pointer deep.
A little too deep.
Yep. Keene going to keep it at this end, though. Rindau's got his 3rd rebound off the bench.
It's a good offensive rebound. That's a positive, right? You got to get a positive any way you can.
Nelson going to pull it back out, looks over at his coach. And now Keene again looks to reset here. Coach Moreno, meanwhile, challenging his guys on the Bedford sideline.
There it is, wide open inside. It's good defense, nice double.
Malay out of the double team, goes over the top of the defense but can't finish. And then a foul is called upon the rebound as Soden hits the floor.
More of a fall down. He was just happened to be in the area, I think, but if they would have thrown it in a little bit earlier. See, that's what they offense was okay that time. They ran the offense, made a couple nice passes, got a big man inside with a mismatch, but they waited. You see how they went? I think I heard his mom yell in the stands, get it to him. So you can kind of go, all right, a little earlier, throw it to him. Maybe he drops baseline, gets an easy basket. Mom wants him to get the ball.
We're over here.
We can hear him yelling.
In the Keene section of the crowd.
Moms want their sons to get the ball. We know that. Give him the rock.
Soden the 1-1. That was Keene's 7th team foul and the 2nd personal on Lucas Malay. Meanwhile, Soden has been perfect at the stripe.
Bedford's gotten better at the line, too. Last time when they played Trinity, they didn't shoot the ball from the free throw line very well. Even the younger O'Connell, Brady O'Connell, he didn't shoot the ball from the free throw line very well last time. His cousin.
So far tonight, though, collectively, they've only missed 2. Soden himself is 6 for 6.
Okay,
and
right
the group
there.
Overall 8 for 10. So I think Coach Moreno will take that.
That's an improvement. 80% as a team.
Yeah,
that's great.
Any coach
High
will
school,
take that.
you'll take that any day.
Inside of 3 minutes until halftime. Bedford a big lead on the board at 45-14. Reindow in the corner. Up top, we get a look at Dylan Maslowski, who has come on for the first time. That's a deep 3 up and in.
Big fella. There's the big
for
fella
Lucas Malay.
again.
That's his 2nd from deep.
Yeah.
He's got 8 points to lead Keene in this first half.
And you can tell he wants the ball inside, but he'll shoot the 3.
O'Connell to the hole is fouled.
Might be. That's at least his. What's that? His 3rd foul? I think that's his 3rd. That's his 3rd foul in the first half, right? They call it on him again. Oh yeah, that's his 3rd foul. They need to get in there.
So Malay will likely.
You gonna take him out? What do you think?
Take a seat. I would assume. Coach Boulay, though, for the moment, going to let his starting center stay on the floor. Meanwhile, O'Connell got the first free throw.
He's been good. They have been really good. Tough. Just tough inside.
Yeah.
Tough.
He's up to double figures now with 10. And Malay will come out, by the way.
That's smart. You want to be able to at least have a chance in the second half to kind of make a run, make it a game.
And he's going to sit. He's going to slap 5 with his boys and grab a seat at the top of the bench. Meanwhile, offensive rebound, it's Kazajanski.
Got to box out. He spends so much time as coaches working on boxing out and doing all that. Makes you nuts when that happens. Good rebound, though. That's a good rebound.
Yeah. Bedford's done a good job on the offensive glass. 3-pointer. Too strong for Rindo. And a rebound here for Bedford's Ethan Caldwell.
It's another senior coming off the bench.
Yeah, the guard.
My goodness, they got a lot of guys playing tonight.
Yeah. Looks like the whole roster has gotten action. Or just
shot.
about. Thomas Braga, the junior, is on as well. Oh, here's a good move. Splits the defender and scores 2. That's Connor Jackson.
Jackson,
the junior forward. His first bucket off the bench for Keene. It's 48-19. Bedford going to slow it down here.
That's a positive. You got to get. That was a positive play. Had a guy ahead, throw the ball ahead. Run
There's
the
a good
offense.
slip.
Good job running the offense, taking some time off the clock.
2 for Braga, the junior. His first bucket. Nelson gets to step, but the block is there for Bedoyan.
Yeah, good quickness, just didn't finish the shot. Good defense.
Meanwhile, O'Connell gets an emphatic high 5 from Coach Moreno as he takes a seat and grabs a drink of water at the end of the Bedford bench.
Oh, this is a highlight reel, right? His two plays here are for his all-time highlight reel.
It's a good block. Nelson trying to dribble out of a trap, goes up top.
The fans again, coaching. A lot of fan coaching tonight.
Inside out. Skip pass. Reinhardt, good ball, fake, over to Nelson in the corner, strokes the 3.
All right, now we got over 20. So you want to figure, we have to get over 20 points in the first half. You feel a little bit better going in at halftime.
22 on the board now.
28-point lead, but
45 seconds remaining. Bedford has just been lights out in this first half. Lafferty inside is fouled.
Yeah, he shoots some free throws.
Surrounded by Orange there, the senior. He's going to head to the free throw line. 18 fouls now against Keene.
And Bedford, only has 3. Only has 3 fouls. They're playing this aggressive, and they only have 3 fouls. Now, I think maybe they got away with a couple here and there, but guess what? That always happens. Keene probably should have 9 or 10 or 11. So they're still playing really tough, and they only have 3 fouls. So they're playing smart. So smart and tough at the same time.
Yeah. They've been able to walk that line well in this first half, forcing a number of turnovers, especially in that first quarter. Lafferty. Meanwhile, he's quietly 3 for 3 at the line.
Making free throws again. I know that we made that comment. I think we jinxed Aiden. He missed that free throw, I think. The second one?
Yeah, he went 1 for 2.
Yeah, we made that comment. I think we did the old announcer jinx.
That broadcaster's jinx, yeah.
Jinx.
It hasn't mattered, though. Bedford with 52 on the board here. Coach Moreno, meanwhile, continuing to encourage this defense, and it works. Another steal. Lafferty. It's a 3-on-3. Stops the dribble. The trailer is Bedoyan. Fires the tray. Off target. This one bounces back to Kazajansky. Another slashing move. Sophomore couldn't get it.
He's missed a couple like that. Tricky. Last shot. Maybe you get the last shot. You want a good shot here. Maybe
down to 5 seconds. Shot. Nelson sees a seam, hangs, and scores.
That's a fun shot. That's a fun shot to end the half.
Athletic finish ends the first half on a high note for Keene, but still a very tall mountain to climb.
28-point one, man. That's
in the second half.
That's a tough one.
52-24. Bedford steamrolling through the first 16 minutes here on their home floor.
Well, we got to compete with the band, but I think that if you're Bedford, you go in, you're very happy, but you don't want to let up. There's no let up, but maybe you can get more guys in and try some things you haven't tried before. Like I said earlier, if you're Keene, you just want to try and maybe cut the lead down to 12. If you can cut it down to 12 at the end of the third, you'll feel pretty good about yourself. And then in the fourth quarter, you got a chance to kind of make it a game, right? You can't do that.
Right.
You know, you're just it's
one quarter at a time.
Yes.
Right?
And it's so far to come, Nick. It's so far to come and not be super competitive, too. You want to be competitive,
right.
I think.
Right. Well, I have a feeling they're going to fight, as they have all season long.
I hope so.
This one perhaps
far
from over. All right, coming up, we'll take a look back at that first half. Stats, highlights, and analysis, plus a look at the out-of-town scoreboard on a busy Friday night here in late January. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly. No one brings you better offers.
Halftime here in Bedford, a big first half for the Bedford Bulldogs. 52-24, they lead Keene as we head to the third quarter here in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Bedford, after a back and forth first 5 minutes of the contest, exploded. Finished the first quarter with an 11-0 run and never looked back. They forced nearly 20 Keene turnovers in that first half. Got a number of transition buckets, a number of second chance buckets, and of course cashed in at the free throw line as well. They were led by the junior guard, Luke Soden, who's got 22 points
God, he was good. He played so well, so strong, rebounded, took advantage of all little mistakes that Keene made. On the steals, he was there. Rebounding, he was there. God, he played really well, just really hard. You could tell the difference in terms of how hard each team is playing. I know Keene is not playing well right now. They're not winning. But Bedford is still playing hard.
Right.
They're still attacking. They're pounding. They're rebounding.
Right.
Really good to see.
Aiden O'Connell with 10 points in that first half, including 2 highlight dunks.
Oh, best ones I've seen of the year so
One
far.
in transition, and another on the alley-oop.
Yeah,
brought this place
great
to the ground nearly, and a number of different Bulldogs contributing up and down the roster on both ends of the floor. Brady O'Connell with 6 points. Dylan Lafferty, 4 points off the bench, 4 for Austin Kazajansky, who also came in off the pine, and a number of steals up and down the list. For Keene, a formidable first half from the senior center, Lucas Millay, despite some foul trouble there.
Yeah, he played pretty well.
Got hit with his third late in the second quarter, but finishes with 8 points and 4 rebounds unofficially to lead the Blackbirds. So
that's not a bad half in any other game.
No.
Even though they're getting beat. Now, what do we say? Before off the air, we said, all right, so Keene now has to try and get this down to about 12.
Yeah.
If you get it to 12, you feel pretty good going in the fourth quarter, and it becomes a game. And then Bedford's got to do some things back to the beginning and kind of get after it and maybe up the pressure a little bit, up the intensity.
Well, there's a steal. It's a good start here. Bedford, by the way, took very good care of the basketball in that first half. Only 2 turnovers unofficially. They just committed their third. Here's a backdoor cut, and Hennessy is able to finish. Off-balance shot's going to go for the sophomore. His second field goal, and Keene gets off to a good start.
They have a new starter, too. Isaac Nelson for Keene didn't start the game but played quite a bit.
Yeah.
So he's taking the place, I believe, Sam Timmer. So I don't know if Sam is hurt or if anything happened, but...
There's a 3 out of the corner. A good look for Aiden O'Connell. Couldn't hit. Offensive rebound, though, for Toscano. He'll keep it with Bedford. O'Connell again to the hole.
That attack. And that left hand is really tough to defend when you're a left-handed player. The way they play, you're not used to it. You don't see it. He hangs the ball off to the side and finishes strong yet again. Keene just needs to get a couple stops, so they feel pretty good about themselves early, right? Get a couple stops. Oh.
Go inside to Hennessy.
Hey now.
Tipped away by one of the defenders for Bedford. It'll stay with Keene. The basketball lands in the student section.
I'm hoping next time the student section decides to go like all red. What do you think?
I think they switch it up here and there.
Yeah?
I've seen all white, all black, all red, I think.
I don't know about the gray. It reminds me of George Costanza. Just giving up. Remember George Costanza wore the gray sweats, and they said, George, he's giving up. Gray sweats. He's just giving up.
I actually think gray is an underrated color. I like the gray.
You like gray? Is it a color? Is it really a color? Do we know? I don't know if it's a color or not. It's gray. How do you feel? Gray. I feel kind of gray. How's it? Too many clouds. Oh, it's gray. It's gray.
Meanwhile, Nelson trying to shake off Soden. This is a pretty good one-on-one here.
5-second call. That's a 5-second count.
Now he's going to go to the hole. Whip it into the corner. Open 3. Won't go down for Hertzler.
Gotta get that rebound. You
up the floor. Toscano. Wraparound pass. Soden the layup.
That's a shocker. Soden got another one. Easy basket. Why? Because he ran hard to the basket. He ran hard on offense to try and get an easy basket.
They're going hard tonight. 24 points. Brown, another steal. Up ahead for Brady O'Connell. Up for his cousin for 2 more.
Nice play. Very unselfish play. Very unselfish. He could have shot that and made an easy layup and got himself up to what, 10 points, 8 points, whatever he.
Instead, his assist total continues to grow. Another alley-oop there, by the way. Wasn't finished with the slam, but still an alley-oop technically. Meanwhile, a foul here in the backcourt is going to go against Keene. First team foul either way here in the second half.
It's not going exactly the way I don't think Keene hoped. But it's still now, the lead is now, grown to 32. And they were kind of hoping, I think, like I said, they made their first basket. They made a couple shots, and just they have to defend.
Yeah, Coach Boulay wants to see some effort here, I think, more than anything else, right, in this third quarter.
Definitely effort, and see if you can do some things right. Just maybe whatever you did wrong in the first half, he just got hit right in the face. And
Hertzler looking for a foul, not going to get it.
Not happy because he got raked across the face. I think he should have probably gotten that one.
2 more for Soden. Bedford in a man-to-man here defensively. Saw the zone press really cause havoc in the first half. They'll force another turnover. Brady O'Connell stripped. Good play by Hennessy.
Yeah, it's good defense.
Bulldogs will have it.
He got a little too nonchalant on that one, attacking the basket, I think. Slowed down. Good defense. Now what do we do?
Wholesale substitution here.
All 5 guys. He's not happy with it? I thought I was pretty happy with the effort for the most part, but they turned the ball over again a couple times.
Yeah.
And if you're a coach, you don't. Oh, good backs, good flex cut. Good flex cut for an easy basket. The flex
Aidan
cut.
O'Connell, he's up to 16 points, 6 here in the first 3+ minutes since halftime.
You know, the flex cut is underrated, Nick. Because
there's a good backdoor cut of its own. Can't go, though. No layup for Spindler. Bedford in transition, and Lafferty is fouled.
they still run the flex cut. NBA games, when you watch them play, they come down every time on a break most of the times. They don't have an easy layup. What do? They run 1 flex cut and 1 screen down. That was 1 flex cut without the screen down because they didn't get that far. Easy basket. Easy basket.
Got to have the spacing.
You do.
To pull it off, and Bedford has had the spacing.
Easy.
More often than not.
This is going to be a backdoor cut, too. Maybe a screen in the corner there as well. Oh.
Soden lost it off his foot.
That's a fun play, too. They didn't set good screens, but if you set good screens, because Keene is playing what I hate, Nick, is man-to-man in the out-of-bounds, because I am a believer it should always be zone, no matter what in the out-of-bounds, every time. It limits the ability to screen and run out-of-bounds plays when you play zone.
Right.
We've talked about that before. But I'll always bring it up. I think it just helps you defensively better. But then again, what do you try and do? You want to score every time you take the ball out. You want to try and score, too.
Yeah.
Don't be complacent and not try and score.
Kazajanski jumps the passing lane but couldn't hang on. Coach Moreno applauds the effort.
It was good effort. They've had nothing but good effort tonight. Yeah. Nothing but good effort tonight.
Coming up at the midway point, 3rd quarter. Bedford a big lead, still on the board. Keene going to go inside, left-hand layup. Won't fall. Good look there for Evan Spindler. Junior just came on the floor. Lafferty inside, had it blocked. Ball loose in the corner. Soden gets to it, and a foul is going to be called. I'm going to say Soden pushed off.
I didn't see that one. So I think he called that on. He called that on.
I think it was on Soden.
Bedoyan or Soden?
I think it was on Soden.
Really? So a little push.
No, you're right. You're right.
Bedoyan with a push.
Yep.
I don't think it was a big push.
That's Bedford's first team foul here in this 3rd quarter. A little bit of a nudge, I would say.
Well, okay, right there, though, you want to see Keene should get that loose ball, though. They should have gotten that. Without the foul situation, they should have gotten that.
This is a slashing move. Banker won't go, but a strong take.
Good rebound. Good rebound inside.
And that's up and in.
That's a positive. We got to look for the positive for Keene, even though they're down by a lot. Every made basket, every rebound is a positive.
Kazachansky for 3.
All right, that's another positive for Bedford. We're going to have positive all the way around tonight, even in this situation.
The junior is stroking. Meanwhile, Soden the steal, and now he wants a dunk.
Another one. That's your 3rd dunk of the game. You better win if you have 3 dunks in a game. You
Saw
better
a
win.
couple from his teammate Aidan O'Connell. Soden decides to flash the athleticism here.
Replay. There it is.
Right-hand tomahawk throw down. What a night for the junior. His total is up to 26.
26.
As he's blazed the trail tonight for Bedford. Got a timeout here on the floor, and we hear from the Bedford band.
Yeah, we do.
Made their presence known off to our right.
Yeah, they do.
I like it. It's loud.
Oh, yes. My son was in the band when he went here. He played tennis. He was in the band, and he loved it. He loved it.
Not enough bands in the winter time. We see
No,
them
there's not.
during the autumn on the football field regularly, but not too often in the gym, and I like it. It adds an element.
Yeah, I miss it. I think it used to be, you get more. Wait, okay, how about this, though, Nick? Where are the cheerleaders? It's
That's
a Friday
good question.
night. Where are they?
That's a good question.
Did they
They've
go?
got the night off tonight.
Did they travel to the girls' game? Are they competing? So I think they should have 2 separate groups of cheerleaders. They should have your competitive cheerleaders group, and they should have your game cheerleaders, because the competitive ones are involved in competition to win.
Right.
But yet they'll miss games and do competition.
Right.
Where are my cheerleaders? Where's Keene cheerleaders? Why don't they travel?
Pull out all the stops. Here's a 3-pointer. Pretty good look there for Cal Tiani, the senior. Couldn't get it to go, and Thomas Braga races the other way for Bedford. junior forward, just checked in. Bedford going into some of the reserves here, getting minutes. Ethan Caldwell, the junior, is on the floor. Got a foul here.
And Keene will get it. That's good. Good rebound.
What is that, a jump ball?
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
It's Keene
Blackbird
possession.
ball. Yep.
So, yeah, they get the ball.
Some hustle. Nelson's back on the floor. But it's a reserve group, as you mentioned, for Coach Boulay. As we move inside of 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Keene trailing here, 67-28. Inside out, Whitley into the corner. Baseline drive is cut off. Good double team by the Bulldogs. And it's another turnover. Kazajanski, the steal. He's going to go by Nelson to the rim. Rejected by Whitney.
Nice help on the defensive end by Keene. This is reserve versus reserve. So your second groups are playing each other, and this is a good opportunity for them to get better. Now we're going to bring a couple
starters back for Keene. Coach Boulay sends Hennessy and Massia back onto the floor.
I'm not sure who 34 is. We don't have him on the roster for Keene. But
he'll take a seat along with Caltiani. Because Braga into a crowd, leaves it for Lafferty, pivots to his left and was stripped.
Keeping that ball down low. Good job by Keene.
That's Whitney with the steal up ahead to Massia. Can't get the finger roll. Rebound in a crowd for Braga. Goes behind the back to clear some space, and Bedford will walk it into the front court here with now 2 minutes to go, third quarter.
Well, you got to make sure you run your offense, get practice, right? Let the second group do some things they don't normally get to do, which is play.
Meanwhile, out of bounds, turned over. Nico couldn't quite keep that one in. It goes off the fingertips of Bedoin.
Bedford may have a better second group, though, than most, simply because they've been up by in a lot of games. So they get to play, I imagine, a bit more than some of the other second, third groups. Some of these guys are probably guys that
and we know it's a good program here, as we know, under Coach Moreno. The JVs are always competitive. The freshmen, the numbers are always up. And Bedford, when you strip it away, is really a basketball town as well.
Yeah, it is.
They've had success in a lot of sports, but basketball is, at least recently.
Good follow. Senior who just came off the bench, number 22 there.
That's Daniel Caldwell. We called out Ethan's name. 21 and 22, both seniors. Three-pointer out of the corner for Whitney, too strong. Weak side rebound there for Ethan Caldwell.
Yeah, he just came off the bench, got in, and it's a nice, easy basket.
Yeah. Here's Bedoin. Double teamed up top, goes back door. Fade away for Dan Caldwell is good.
Back to back for Dan Caldwell, right?
Yep.
Ethan is.
There we go. Ethan's hitting the glass, and
Dan's finding some baskets.
Dan's racking up some points here in this third quarter. So are the Bulldogs. 71-30 now. Messiah, backdoor cutter. He's got a man. That's Spindler for two. That's a good move in traffic for the big junior.
Those are twin Caldwells. They're going to go home and they're going to compare each other's stats and see which Caldwell had better stats tonight.
And plenty to go around for the Bulldogs.
Indeed.
Kazajanski lost it on the way up. It'll stay here. Last touched by the Keene defender.
Coach Boulay is subbing like crazy over there with Keene, getting a lot of guys in and out, in and out.
Yep, Spindler's going to grab a seat. Hennessy comes back on after a short rest. Final 20 seconds here, third quarter. Pull up. Up and in.
There he is.
There's Ethan Caldwell.
The other twin Caldwell now. They're getting close to a tie in points.
His first bucket. And a good effort here defensively. Another steal for Bedford. Kazajanski hard to the rim, left it short. Hennessy the rebound for Keene. And a race into the front court with 2 seconds. Buzzer beater attempt is off target. And that will do it for the third quarter. Bedford extends their big halftime lead to now 73-32 after 3. As the Bulldogs now 8 minutes away from their 6th straight win.
Nate,
you are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week. It is presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Bedford. It's been a big night for the home team, the Bulldogs. A 73-32 lead over Keene in our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's been Bedford really from the get-go. Bulldogs coming in riding a 5-game win streak as Braga in a crowd can't convert.
He's got some bounce, no doubt about it. He had some nice bounce.
Messiah for 3 from the wing, won't go. And Keene going to keep it here after Whitney gets an offensive rebound.
Nice pass for the young fella. Oh, I don't know about that. I'd like to see that again, maybe on the replay booth.
Well, Bedford, again, really established their lead at the end of the first quarter. Went on an 11-0 run in the final 2 minutes. And really never looked back. A big halftime advantage of 52-24. Luke Soden with 22 points in that first half. He's currently got a game-high 26.
You just saw on the replay, I didn't want to just go away too much, but they saw on the replay he didn't travel. It was a great pass by the young fella. I think he's a young fella who doesn't get to play very much, 34, so it's good to watch him kind of do some fun things.
This one is good off the glass. Dan Caldwell, good interior pass, leads to another Bedford layup. Now, Bulldogs tonight have forced 24 Keene turnovers.
Nice pass,
as
good
Whitney
finish.
Gets 2.
I'm going to think that Messiah, 42, Messiah, I'm going to guess that he's normally a pretty decent shooter because he shot, quite a few open threes, and he hasn't shot well tonight. So maybe he's actually just hadn't played well tonight. He's a pretty good shooter.
Sophomore as well, youngster.
That's a good looking
figuring it out at the varsity level. Bedford.
That screen. That screen again.
Yeah, you got a whistle here. That's a good call. It's an offensive foul. It's the second of the game here.
You know, one of the funny things is we really have to, as coaches, everybody out there, has to teach screening better. Kids don't screen well. They move too much or they don't get there on time.
A little bit of a lost art, right?
Yeah, there's ways, and they don't roll correctly. People roll the wrong way. And when you do it right, boy, is it beautiful. It is beautiful when you screen and roll correctly. You can watch NBA games, college games. They don't roll correctly. They don't screen well. It's kind of gone away.
Part of those fundamentals.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, and I think that there are some coaches out there that do a phenomenal job with it. Like I'm watching Bedford screens, and I think they're doing a good job with it too. I haven't seen too many bad ones. We've just seen a couple offensive fouls tonight.
Yeah.
I'm not picking on these two teams. I'm just saying overall in general, in all levels of basketball, boxing out, screening, all those little things have kind of taken a back seat to the three-point shot.
I think that's an area where a kid can earn his role and earn his minutes, right?
Absolutely.
A good screen setter is not afraid of the contact. He's going to fit into the offense one way or the other. Meanwhile, Massia, a little fade away there for the sophomore, won't go. Rebound up for grabs, and it's taken off the bounce by Dan Caldwell. Bedford, as we approach the midway point of this fourth quarter, is going to add 2 more. That's Logan O'Connell.
Oh, it's a third O'Connell.
Freshman getting some minutes here late and contributing off the bench. Bedford, a number of different scores tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11
have scored.
I've got their names in the scorer's book tonight for the Bulldogs.
And the young O'Connell that just scored, he played in the JV game, I believe. I watched a little bit of that before we started, and he played in that game.
Going to get a foul here as Nelson and Ethan Caldwell hit the floor.
I don't know about that. He kind of just fell down.
That's going to give who the ball here? Bedford.
Yeah, it should be Bedford.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul against Nelson.
Yeah.
That's his second. 5th team foul against Keene. Past the 4-minute mark, fourth quarter, 79-34 Bedford.
They're gonna get close to 90 points here if they can make some baskets.
Their season season high came on opening night, 91 in the win over Central.
That's right.
The victory tonight will be their 10th of the season. Meanwhile, patient possession ends in a layup.
Nice pass, good bounce pass, good ball movement, good.
Landon Elsmore, another freshman.
JV player, I believe,
He's going to chip in for 2. That's the 12th different Bulldog to score tonight.
You got to be happy with that. As a coach, as a player, everybody's happy when everybody scores and everybody's happy. This is fun. This is supposed to be fun, right?
Yeah.
High school basketball is supposed to be fun. Tonight, they're playing well. Okay, Keene's not having as much fun. But Bedford's having a ton of fun.
Fans have been engaged as well, as they usually are.
This is great to see everybody score and do well. And
there's O'Connell. He's going to get a rise out of his bench with his second bucket. Comes via the right-hand layup, and Keene is going to call a timeout.
All O'Connells have scored tonight. All of them.
They have.
There's probably a couple in the stands. We can pull them out, and they'll score.
Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Beals Insurance. Locations in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance gets you the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Visit BealsInsurance.com. By MG Sports Fundraising, that's fundraising made easy. MG Sports Fundraising, the official fundraising partner of Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Visit MGSportsFundraising.com. By New Hampshire iPhone Repair, it's done while you wait, and it's backed by their lifetime warranty. Now with 6 locations in southern New Hampshire and on the Seacoast, visit NHiPhoneRepair.com. By the New Hampshire Tomahawk, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NHTomahawks.com and also girls.NHTomahawks.com. And finally, by Spectrum Monthly, powerful local advertising solutions. Visit SpectrumMonthly.com. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance. Here's a three-pointer for Dan O'Connell. He now is approaching double figures with 9, all in the second half. Nelson, a blow-by layup for Keene. His first 2 since halftime. He's got 9.
He needed that. They needed that. He needed that. Oh, this dribble.
Nelson gets a piece.
That's a positive.
It's a 3-on-1. Massia pass tipped and turned over.
Yeah, right off the finger. That was a positive play, though. Got a steal. The press worked.
Keene has had their hands full with this press tonight. That's been the difference.
It has
in the basketball game.
Oh, early. That wreaked havoc early in the game. Havoc for Keene. But again, they haven't quit. They're still playing hard, which is really good to see. They haven't given. They're down by a lot. I mean, they have almost 90 points, which can be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
They can just you don't even want to play, but they're still playing hard. Fans are a little more quiet now, but they're still playing hard. See, good steal. Hang on, good job hanging on to it. Should get an easy layup.
Up ahead for Whitney for 2.
There you go. You want to get 40. Let's see if they can get to 40 points. They'll feel better about that in general, I think.
Here's Caldwell at midcourt.
Final
minute here. Final 45 seconds.
I was talking about fundamentals earlier, and you know what's unique is Paul Hogan, former coach at NHTI, he and I are going to now do an AAU program that is mostly fundamentals, practices, learning how to be a better player with less games. So if people are interested in that, keep an eye on that, hogancamps.com. It's going to be awesome. And it's all like instructional stuff. No more of this play a million games. It's all about learning to be better basketball players. So I just thought of that. I think it'd be a great idea for a lot of young players.
Yeah. Well, Bedford going to enjoy this one as the clock winds down. An 88-38 impressive victory is now in the books.
You know they wanted to get 90, Nick. You know they wanted to get 90. They were clamoring to get 90.
They'll take 88.
Yeah, that was tough.
And they'll take their 6th straight win. It's now a 10-1 season for Bedford. At about the midway point, a little past the midway point of this regular season. Keene, by the way, going to slip to 2-8. Coming up in just a moment, full recap, stats, highlights, analysis, plus a look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well. Some good ones coming down the wire in Division 1. More in a moment. You are watching our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week presented by Beals Insurance.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Hey, I'm Chad, the owner of New Hampshire iPhone Repair. We're New Hampshire's most trusted and affordable repair shop for your iPhone, iPad, iPod, and even Android needs. Don't worry, we're affordable, reliable, and we back our parts with a lifetime warranty. And do you know what the best part is? No, what? We can repair your phone while you wait.
I know, that's why I'm here.
Oh, I know, Mrs. Green. Here's your iPad, good as new. Bring your phone into New Hampshire iPhone Repair today.
The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Buy local and save big. For over 26 years, Spectrum Monthly has been providing great local offers from businesses in New Hampshire and Massachusetts, delivered to your mailbox every month. Spectrum is chock full of savings from your favorite businesses. From local restaurants and retail stores to entertainment, fitness, and home improvement services. You'll have easy access to thousands of dollars in savings, including exclusive offers for Spectrum readers. Every month, enter our readership contest for a chance at winning cash and local gift certificates. Spectrum Monthly, no one brings you better offers.
They're good in D2.
Friday's game here against
No. Friday we're what do we have? Pink. Back here, 88-38 is our final.
You good with that one?
As Bedford beats Keene in a blowout, wire-to-wire win for the Bulldogs. They're 6 straight. They're 10-1 now on the season, and trail only undefeated Pinkerton, who, by the way, we plan on seeing next week. This one got off to a good start for the home team. That full-court press gave Keene fits, especially at the tail end of the first quarter, where Bedford rattled off 11 straight, built up a double-digit lead, and never looked back. They were led in the first half by junior guard Luke Soden, who scored 22 of his game-high 26 points before halftime. Bedford led big at the break, 52-24. 12 different Bulldogs scored tonight as Coach Moreno went deep into the bench, especially in that second half. Keene, a valiant effort. Isaac Nelson came off the bench for Coach Boulay and scored a team-high 9 points. Lucas Millay, one of the co-captains, 8 points and a handful of rebounds. Final tally for Bedford, we mentioned Soden with 26. Had help from Aiden O'Connell, the senior forward, with 16, 10 of those in the first half.
And 2 ferocious dunks.
Yes, one of the alley-oop variety.
That's right. A rare alley-oop in high school basketball.
That may or may not be making its way onto our Instagram page very shortly.
I see that getting on there. That's a good clip. You got to get that on
very shortly.
There. You could probably get both. We had 3. We had 3 dunks in that.
We had 3
game.
dunks
Let's just
tonight,
go back
right?
to back to back on Instagram. Put them all on there.
But that was in particular, pretty alley-oop.
It was
from
a good
one
pass.
cousin to another. So Bedford, no trouble tonight. They are 9-1. They've got Bishop Girton a week from tonight. That game will be here. They've also got Winnicott coming up on Tuesday. Warriors, of course, have put together a winning season so far. So Winnicott, and then Wait a minute here.
Winnicott's their next
they got
toughest
the BG
game, I think.
The BG game isn't until mid-February. I apologize.
Winnicott, I think, is next.
They got Winnicott on Tuesday, and then at South on Friday. That's the big game. At Nashua South, one loss. Nashua South coming up on Friday. Then at Merrimack, another semi-rivalry game before Pinkerton, BG, at Alvern, and Salem close out the Bedford regular season.
I'm wanting to see the Pinkerton one to see how they handle the big fella.
Yeah.
Because nobody's really handled the big fella at all.
No.
I mean, I've heard that his footwork is not great, but when you're that big, it doesn't matter at this point. At this level, if your footwork is that great, he's just big, and they can't stop him.
He can go inside. He can go outside.
Yeah, I've heard he's good things.
Jackson Marshall, of course, is who we're talking about, the 6'7 junior for Pinkerton, has the Astros undefeated. We're hoping to see those guys coming up next week. And they're going to take on Wyndham on the road on Friday. So make sure you tune in later this week. Next couple of days, we'll have our next broadcast posted on our YouTube channel. Of course, that's FNLNH Media. All right, some other scores tonight before we say goodbye as we get a look here at the out-of-town scoreboard. Another win for Nashua North. They beat Londonderry 84-55. Exeter, they continue to roll.
They'll get better. They're going to get better. They always do. He's a good coach, and it's a good program. They always get better.
Exeter, of course, they suffered a heartbreaker the other night, the buzzer beater against Nashua South. But they rebound well tonight, and overall have been playing well as of late. 60-43, they win against Portsmouth. In Division II, Pelham blowout win over Hollis Brookline, 70-17. Pelham
I'm hoping that's
is one of these serious contenders
They are.
In Division II. So
17 points. That can't be.
That's a good defensive night, I'd say.
I think so, yeah.
For the Pythons.
And a bad offensive night.
Probably. All right, what do you think? Final thoughts tonight on what you saw here. Bedford, again, a big win, 88-38.
I like the fact that Bedford's press has gotten better. I like the fact that they played hard the entire time, even though the game got out of hand.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that they shot the ball well. They shot free throws better this game than they did in the beginning. They've improved. And if you can see a team improve from game 1 now to game 11, that means that they're doing something right, and everybody is going to be afraid of them coming forward in the playoffs because they're getting better.
Right.
They're not going the other way. Now, Keene, on the other hand, has played almost everyone close, but this just shows you what the difference is between, like, the Bedford team that's really good, and, again, they played teams close, but, wow. This shows how good Bedford is.
Impressive.
Because Keene couldn't keep it close, and that's what they've done.
Right.
5-point average losses from everywhere else. But Keene came and played, and they didn't quit. They didn't give up. I think the fans got a little quiet, which I thought was odd because you want to kind of really push. But the kids never gave up. They played hard until the end. Coach kept coaching until the end.
Yep.
So you want to see that. You don't want to see guys just put their head down and slump and not do. They didn't do that. So I was proud. I'm not a Keene guy, but I was proud to see him do that.
Yeah.
So and Bedford handled, I think, the crushing win with
some class,
with some
grace,
class and some grace, and I think that
those starters were off
they did
the
a good
floor
job with that.
about midway through the third quarter.
Yeah, which is good. You want your reserves to be good because when you get to the playoffs, you're going to need the reserves.
Right.
Somebody's gonna get in foul trouble.
Right.
And you're gonna have to bring a guy in. If Soden, or Soden or older O'Connell, Aiden doesn't play well or gets in foul trouble or gets hurt and goes down, you got to be able to bring another guy in who can come in and
who's got to be ready.
Yeah, just knows what to do and can get points and rebounds and maintain that same level of goodness. Like, they're really good.
Yeah.
Goodness
deep.
isn't even a good word, but they
Production,
are. They're just good.
They had a balanced attack tonight, as we mentioned. Only 2 guys in double figures, but again, 12 chipped in overall tonight.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Very
Everyone
good team win
well.
for Bedford. Again, 88-38 is the final. I want to thank Corey Parker and his crew here at Bedford giving us the green light. Always fun. Our friends over at BCTV helping out before the game as well. Of course, want to thank the sponsors, Beals Insurance, MG Sports Fundraising, New Hampshire iPhone Repair, the New Hampshire Tomahawks, and Spectrum Monthly. We appreciate the ongoing support. For Ben Beals, our director, who also helped with the setup this afternoon, and, of course, our videographer tonight was Kat Doyle, my partner, Justin Gorham. Glad to have you back, my friend.
Thank you. I'm
we
alive.
Look forward
I'm alive.
to broadcasting again next week. Another pair of games coming your way as we welcome in the month of February already.
Can't believe it. Once we get through February, what I was saying in New Hampshire, once you get through February, it's all uphill from there.
Yep.
This weather's uphill from there.
Yep.
Oh, let's go.
Still got a month to go, though, before we're in the clear.
I know.
Final score, final time. Bedford 88, Keene 38. This has been a presentation of our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week, presented by Beals Insurance.